court. Once again, good morning, Your Honor.
Okay, good morning again, Mr. Petway. Okay, this is the People versus Michaela Rickman. Ticket number P962237, count 1, allowing unlicensed drivers to drive. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3, drive unregistered or entitled vehicle. Ticket number P981733, count 1, drive while license suspended. Count 2, expired plates. Count 3, no proof of insurance. Good morning, please say your names for the record. Starting with Attorney Watson.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm Daniel Wozak on behalf of the defendant. Will you state your name, please? Ms. Rickman?
She's not in here.
Marissa Rickman. Oh, no, she's not.
She's still in the breakout.
You have Brandon Dixon here.
Mr. Dixon, just be patient.
Thank you.
Okay, here, maybe we'll recall hers. Okay, Janae Reiser, ticket number P652344, count 1, drive unregistered or entitled vehicle. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3, fail to display valid operator's license, not a person. Count ticket number SP652344, count 1, drive unregistered or entitled vehicle. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Oh, I think it's the same thing. I'm sorry. We already just read that. Good morning. Please say your names for the record, starting with Attorney Wozak.
I'm Daniel Wozak for the defendant. Ms. Reiser, will you tell the judge your name, please? Your microphone is not open.
Good morning, Janae Reiser.
Your Honor, my docket showed only 3 tickets for Ms. Reiser.
It is, that's correct. It was a repeat. My apologies.
Oh, okay. Then my strategy was, Ms. Reiser is willing to plead to and pay the city ticket. Obviously, the state tickets, we do not have a prosecutor, but it is their routine recommendation to dismiss if they pay the city ticket. I'm hoping you would be able to do that for Ms. Reiser, Judge.
All right, so she wants to make admissions to count 3?
Correct. Yes, correct.
Okay. Ms. Reiser, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes,
Okay, put your hand down. Do you understand you've had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Wozak today in private about your case and your rights?
yes,
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your plea today?
no,
You're pleading of your own free will?
yes,
Pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
yes,
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial?
yes,
Knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue your guilty plea?
yes,
I'm going to direct your attention to the date of June 30th, 2016 at approximately 5:40 p.m. On that date and time, you at or near the location of St. Alban and Jefferson in the city of Detroit.
yes,
You driving a 2005 Buick vehicle?
yes,
All right, and did you fail to display a valid operator's license, not a person?
yes,
Just ask something to Mr. Wozak.
Yes, Judge, I am. Thank you. We'll stipulate to the others for probable cause purposes.
Okay, and those other counts are dismissed without prejudice. We'll proceed to sentencing. There is going to be a $200 fine. Ms. Reiser, can you have that paid by July 7th?
yes.
Okay, any questions?
No.
Okay, so you're all set.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Bobby Rambis.
What was that, Judge?
Bobby Rambis. Ticket number P1320785, count 1, reckless driving. Good morning, please say your names to the record, starting with Attorney Wozak.
Daniel Wozak with the defendant. Mr. Rambis, will you open your microphone and tell the judge your name?
Bobby Rambus.
Ms. Reiser, you can disconnect now. Thank you. Your Honor, Mr. Rambus would like to accept the plea offer and tender a plea to the amended charge of fail to use due care and caution.
All right, raise your right hand, Mr. Rambus. You swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You put your hand down. You've had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Wozniak today in private about your case and your right. Did you hear me? You've had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Wozniak today in private about your case and your right.
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your plea today?
No.
You're pleading of your own free will?
Yes.
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial?
Yes.
Knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea?
Yes.
I'm going to direct your attention to the date of March 17, 2022 at approximately 9:26 p.m. On that date and time, were you at or near the location of Van Dyke in East Davidson in the city of Detroit,
Yes.
driving a 2021 Chevrolet vehicle?
Yes.
Were you driving recklessly?
Yes.
Okay, you're satisfied with the factual basis, Mr. Wozniak?
Yes, Judge, I am. Thank you.
Okay, I'm also satisfied the factual basis will amend the count to fail to use due care and caution. But it says to waste utility vehicle. Is it the same as the regular fail to use due care and caution?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so that's gonna be a fine of $210. So, and it's to be paid, Mr. Rambus, on July 21st.
Okay.
Any questions, sir?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so you're all set.
Thanks.
No, I know. Is Ashley Reeves here?
Yes, Judge.
The People versus Ashley Reeves, ticket number 395902, count one, no operator's license in possession. Good morning, please take your name.
Good morning, Judge Ashley Reeves.
I'm Daniel Wozniak, the attorney on her behalf, Judge. The recommendation references some civil infractions that have all been paid. So it would just be the plea to the ticket 395902, fail to display.
All right, does she wish to know something about her?
Ms.
She wants to
Reeves,
take advantage-
I'm sorry.
Did you want to take advantage of that offer?
Yes.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You've had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Wozniak today in private about your case and your right.
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value?
No.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value?
No.
Hold on. Maybe I'm because you have background noise.
I'm sorry. 1 second. Go sit. Other room, please. I'm sorry. Those are my children.
I understand. I understand completely. Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your plea today?
No.
You're pleading of your own free will?
Yes.
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial?
Yes.
Knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue your guilty plea?
Yes.
I'm going to direct your attention to the date of June 19, 2018, at approximately 3:48 a.m. On that date and time, were you at or near the location of Schoolcraft Service Drive in Riverview in the city of Detroit?
Yes,
You driving 2015 Toyota vehicle?
yes,
Did you not have operator's license in possession?
no,
You satisfied, Mr. Wozak?
I am satisfied, Judge. May I speak to elocution?
Yes, Mr. Wozak.
Your Honor, oftentimes when the civil infractions have been paid, the city will agree to dismiss their tickets. In this particular case, she did pay 3 civil infractions in full that were supposedly part of this recommendation. They didn't know they had been paid. Given that expense to my client, perhaps we could waive fines and costs on this particular ticket, even though it didn't get dismissed.
Okay, I'll waive the fine.
That's very kind of you, Judge. Ms. Reeves, because you have already paid the civil infractions, there will be no fine attached to this ticket. Please check with the Secretary of State to make sure your license is completely clear. Okay?
okay.
All right, thank you. Then you're all set. You can disconnect.
Thank you. You guys have a good day.
You too. Mr. Raheem Robinson, this is the People versus Raheem Robinson, ticket number P 118836 count 1, City Park Close. Good morning, please say your names for the record, starting with Attorney Wozak.
Daniel Wozak with the defendant. Mr. Robinson, please tell the judge your name.
Good morning. My name is Raheem Robinson.
Your Honor, Mr. Robinson will admit to the violation and ask that he be placed on delayed sentence status.
All right, Mr. Robinson, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
You put your hand down. You've had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Wozak today in private about your case and your rights.
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your plea today?
No.
You're pleading of your own free will.
Yes.
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty.
Yes.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial.
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea? I'm going to direct your attention to the date of April 20th, 2021 at 4:30 a.m. On that date and time, were you at or near the location of Alta Road and Riverside Boulevard in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you driving a 2017 Kia vehicle?
Yes.
Were you in a city park that was closed?
Yes, ma'am.
You satisfied, Mr. Wozak?
Yes, Judge, I am satisfied. Thank you.
Satisfied with factual basis. We'll proceed to sentencing. This is a 3-month delay sentence. We'll come back on September 8th. And there's gonna be a fine of $200. The next day, like I indicated, will be September 8th at 8:35. You need to pay the $200 by then, and no further police contact, violations, citations, tickets, any of that, things of that nature. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you're all set, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. All right, you have Brandon Dixon.
Unmute your device, Mr. Dixon.
It's star 6, Mr. Dixon.
Thank you.
Give me one moment, Mr. Dixon.
Okay.
All right, this is the People versus Brandon Dixon, ticket number U 158-128-14, count 1, subject enter vacant home without written permission, so entering without owner permission. Good morning, please say your names for the record, starting with Attorney Wozak.
I'm Daniel Wozak for Mr. Dixon. Mr. Dixon, will you tell the judge your full name, please?
Brandon Michael Dixon.
Your Honor, Mr. Dixon's matter has been adjudicated. There are fines and costs due and owing. He advises me that he is still homeless. I don't know what accommodations can be made to help him, but he would ask for considerable length of time to try and make payment.
What about community service? I can order 20 hours of community service.
Mr. Dixon,
Honestly, I'm doing my best to get my just paid over $1,000 in fines. All this stuff is from the year 2014.
so
I just
Mr.
paid
Dixon,
over.
Mr. Dixon, what the judge wants to know is, instead of paying any more money, would you like to do some volunteer work in Detroit?
I mean, honestly, it's just that I'm doing my best to get my license back right now, and I got an opportunity to maybe help somebody just to try to keep me staying afloat and helping them doing a little bit of construction work. But I don't want to sign up for and I got no transportation to get to community service at this point.
You can stop talking, Mr. Dixon. I got it. We'll come back on December 8th. I'll give you, now this is the last, I'm giving you 6 months to pay this $200. So we'll come back then, have it paid by then. And if not, then I'm ordering community service. Or we'll.
You
or
order
we'll
what?
Okay?
And if I pay it, I don't have to come back to court. When I pay it by December 8th, I don't have court.
No. You won't have to.
No,
come
so
back.
once I won't. So as long as, but before December 8th, I pay the 200, then I'm clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then you said, what happens if for whatever reason I didn't pay? What happens?
What? I'm sorry?
I said, for whatever reason, if there was a mistake and it wasn't paid by December 8th, you said, what happens next?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It depends on how things are going then when we come back. So if you haven't paid it, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Right now, I'm giving you 6 months to pay it. I'm hopeful you'll pay it.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you all set?
Thank you.
Okay, Michaela Rickman. She was here.
Mr. Dixon, you can sign off now.
Okay, thank you. Have a good night.
Is Michaela Rickman in here? I saw her.
Yeah, wait, let me see. So Caleb Richmond, let me see if she's still in breakout room.
Is that,
You know what, that's probably Miss Rick, let me see. Cause there's one of them, I kept bringing them to the main room, and they wouldn't come. They,
Oh, all right, I don't see her anymore.
Mr. Petway, could we bring in Mr. Rimmer and Ms. Dillard?
Kenyatta Dean keeps asking for help.
Rhea? I don't see no Rhea. Spell it.
Rimmer?
Rimmer?
No. Nathan Rimmer.
Okay.
And who else?
And
Rimmer and who?
Santanika Dillard.
Okay.
Let's do those two and then I'll try and get my bearings, please. I have so many pieces of paper jumping on my desk. I'm sure the judge is the
After
same.
that, you should just have 3 more. I don't know what happened to this. I don't know what happened to this. She was here. And she had come back.
Yeah, she was here. JR, what was the name we was looking for?
Nathan Rimmer.
No, the judge was.
Oh.
Judge,
Oh, Michaela Rickman.
I believe we did her case, Judge.
no,
We didn't do it. I called it and she wasn't there.
she was in the breakout room. I had brought it to the main room, but I don't know what happened to her.
Are you?
Yeah, I don't know. These people, they not coming out. I joined their room for a quick second to see if they would just follow me out, but they didn't do that.
Okay, I'm gonna close the rooms and bring them out, then I will, just have to bring them back. Cause I just, then that way I just open court for the rest of them and we can be done with it.
Hello?
Please keep your devices on mute. Please keep your devices on mute.
Versus Nathan Rimmer,
Speaking.
ticket number X3963449, count one, drove by license suspended denied. Take your names for the record, starting with Attorney Wazak.
I'm Daniel Wazak with the defendant. Mr. Rimmer, will you tell the judge your name, please?
Yes.
Say your name,
Can you hear
Mr.
me?
Rimmer.
Yes, say your
Nathan
name.
Rimmer. Nathan Rimmer.
All right, Your Honor, Mr. Rimmer's ticket is a state ticket. It is only one ticket. I would hope they would have recommended fail to display. I don't know if you're in a position to permit that.
Is he willing to take bail to display?
Yes, Judge.
All right, raise your right hand. Mr. Rimmer? Can you turn
Yeah.
your video? Can you turn your
It
video on?
won't. I've been trying to do it all day. It won't let me do it.
That's okay. You have your right hand raised.
Yes, ma'am.
You swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you put your hand down. You've had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Wazak today in private about your case and your right.
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your plea today?
No.
You're pleading of your own free will.
Yes.
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty.
Yes.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial.
Yes.
Knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea?
Yes.
I'm going to direct your attention to the date of October 6, 2021 at approximately 1:15 a.m. On that date and time, were you at near the location of Livernois and M10 in the city of
Yep.
Detroit?
Yes.
Okay, and were you driving a 2015 Nissan vehicle?
Yes.
Was your license suspended at the time?
Yes.
You're satisfied, Mr. Wazak?
Yes, Judge, I am satisfied.
I'm also satisfied factual basis will amend the count to fail to display. We'll proceed to sentencing. There'll be a $200 fine. Can you have that paid by July 7th?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you're all set. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you're all set, Mr. Rimmer. Good luck to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Michaela, she's not around. Santanika Dillard.
Yes.
All right, this is the people versus Santanika Dillard, ticket number P11901006, count one, drove by license, drove while unlicensed. Good morning, please say your names for the record, starting with Attorney Wazak.
Daniel Wazak with the defendant. Ms. Dillard, will you tell the judge your name, please?
Santanika Dillard.
Your Honor, I was unable to catch Ms. Horn this morning for Ms. Dillard's ticket. I know the city routinely amends to fail to display. If you would be willing to do that, she'd like to accept that.
Yeah, I do have the offer in the file. It is failed to display.
Oh,
It looks
great.
like Ms. is already ready. You can raise your hand again, your right hand again, Ms. Dillard. You swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
You put your hand down. You've had the opportunity to speak to Mr. Wazak today in private of your case and your right.
Yes, I have.
Anyone threaten you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your plea today?
No.
You got a lot of background noise. You're pleading of your own free will?
Yes. Y'all be quiet.
You're
I'm
pleading
sorry.
guilty because you're pleading guilty?
Yes.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial?
Yes.
Knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea?
Yes.
I'm going to direct your attention to the date of April 24th, 2021 at around 2:05 p.m. On that date and time, were you at the location of Jefferson and St. King in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
You driving 2013 Land Rover?
Yes,
And were you driving while your license, were you driving while unlicensed?
yes,
You're satisfied, Mr. Wozniak?
Yes, Judge, I am.
All right, I'm also satisfied with the factual basis will amend to fail to display will proceed to sentencing. Ms. Dillard, there's gonna be a $200 fine. Can you have that paid by July 7th?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you are all set. Did you have any questions on how to pay that?
No, none at all. Thank you.
You're all set. Thank you. Ready, anyone else, Mr. Wozniak?
Judge, not really. I need to go into a breakout room with Mr. Rogers
Kiara Dean still here.
and Mr. Dean.
Have offers for them?
I do.
What about Tawana Robertson?
Tawana Robertson is a state ticket we asked to amend. She already owes $1,188 in civil infractions.
Okay. This is Tawana Robertson. This is ticket number P197473, count 1, defective bumper, fender, or windshield. Wait a minute. These are all, okay. Okay, never mind. Count 2, no receipt of or unsigned registration. Count 3, no proof of insurance. Then ticket number P197474, count 1, failed to properly secure passenger child. Count 2, failed to properly secure passenger child. And then count 3, failed to properly secure passenger child. Good morning, please say your names for the record, starting with Attorney Wozniak.
Daniel Wozniak with the defendant. Miss Robertson, will you tell the judge your name?
Yes, Tawana Robertson.
Your Honor, there are 6 civil infractions that have already been adjudicated that I believe you may have read into the record. That left 1 state ticket, and she'd like to try and take it to F, failed to display.
Is this the no receipt of or unsigned registration?
No, just a moment, Judge. Tawana Robertson, pre-trial. No, I show ticket number SP.
Oh, I see it. I see it. I'm sorry. P197475, count 1, failed to display a valid operator's license, not in person. All right,
That's
she
the
wants
one,
to
Judge.
give it- Okay. You can raise your right hand, Ms. Robertson. You swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
You can put your hand down. You've had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Wozniak today in private about your case and your right.
Yes,
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your plea today?
no,
You're pleading of your own free will.
yes,
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty.
yes,
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial.
yes,
Knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea.
yes,
Having to direct your attention to the date of June 24th, 2014 at approximately 4:10 p.m. On that date and time, were you at or near the location of Warren and Dickerson in the city of Detroit?
yes,
Were you driving a 2002 Chevrolet vehicle?
yes,
Did you fail to display a valid operator's license, not in person?
yes,
You're satisfied, Mr. Wozniak?
Yes, Judge, I
Yes.
am.
All right, I'm also satisfied with factual basis, and we'll proceed to sentencing. The court will waive the fines as Ms. Robertson has already paid the civil infractions, so I'll waive this fine. You're all set.
thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so you just got Renard Rogers and Kenyatta Dean. You need to talk to them, or want to do it on the record, or what?
Judge, I can just talk to them right now. They're pretty straightforward.
Okay.